And you can see that there are some pieces missing from it. There's one little piece that looks like it's glued on. It was broken at the time that it was discovered. And now, do you have trouble hearing me on the other side of the glass? I know sometimes that's an issue. So there's one extra little piece. I think this piece underneath here that is a replica of a piece that's in the Yale collection. The rest of this is absolutely authentic. You can see it's just clay with these cuneiform wedge-shaped markings on it. So from an aesthetic point of view, or even a technical point of view, it's not that big a deal, right? It's the history, it's the meaning, it's the message that makes us revere this object so much. So when Cyrus conquered Babylon in 539 BCE, he, in many ways, wanted to follow established traditions, and that is probably one of the ways that he was able to keep this amazing empire, this very diverse empire, together. So he did something that Babylonian kings had been doing for a long time, which was to create a cylinder like this, and its purpose was to be a foundation, a piece that would go into the foundation of the wall, the old wall around Babylon, which he was in the process of rebuilding. So he's following tradition to do this, and he is, in many ways, what is written on here is following the formula of what kings before him had done in the past, and yet there's some striking differences. So what he is saying on here, first there's, this is all done by a scribe. The kings were not literate, probably. This is done by a scribe, and it starts out in the third person, talking about Cyrus's achievements, how he came into Babylon because the king we know from the Bible is Nebuchadnezzar. Had enslaved people, and because he was not respecting Marduk, was the chief god of Babylon. And so, according to this history, Cyrus was led by Marduk to come in there, and came peacefully, was welcomed by the people because they knew that he would be a good king. Then he goes into the first person, and we're still following the formula, and he describes himself at extraordinary length, saying that he is the king of the world, and other very modest terms like that. But, you know, he's king. He has to assert his power. So, and that's where he talks about a little bit about his family, may or may not be correct. He connects himself to Persians, the first of the line of these Persian kings called Achaemenids. And for that reason, this is called, this whole dynasty is called Achaemenid. Then things start to get interesting. He's now into the first person describing himself. And he talks about his actions. Now, traditionally, not always, but traditionally, people would be talking, the kings